Hey YouTube, I am Paul Sarconi, creator of If Then Sports. I'd like to welcome you to our first video. I'd like to thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. He's the hottest name in basketball. His likeness is to that of a basketball god. He's practically a sorcerer of the hoop. His jump shot itself will have a place in the Hall of Fame. He's bald, he's old, and yet he's the most coveted free agent in the NBA today. He is Ray Allen. Now I realize a lot of what I just said is either false or excessively dramatized, but the last sentence is entirely true. Ray Allen is old, bald, and the most coveted free agent in the NBA today. Now I have to say, I love 2014 Ray Allen. He's at that hired gun stage of his career. It's not really about making money, even though it's probably still important to him. He's just about choosing a team which he can win a ship and shoot a bunch of threes. He's kind of like a bounty hunter or an assassin. He signs a short-term contract for a large sum of money. At the end of that contract, maybe he renews it with his old client, or maybe he goes and buys an island, leave his shooting days behind him. There should be a movie about this. Be like Bangkok Dangerous, except Ray doesn't kill himself and Nicolas Cage is nowhere near production. Okay, getting to the point. There are reportedly 4 teams all vying for Ray Allen's heart, and here's how receiving his rose could help them. Let's start with Cleveland. Go on our handy-dandy map here. Alright. Well, Ray, you chose going to Cleveland in the middle of winter. This isn't a complete surprise, as Cavs have always been the favorite, but your commitment to LeBron James is now in question. You two, obviously great friends. But, just to be a little blunt, don't want to be the bearer of bad news, you chose a team with literally 0 rim protection. Now, I know adding you, Jesus Shuttlesworth, to the fold will make the Cavs much more dangerous, but the fact of the matter is, the 2 players in charge of protecting the very thing that, other players are aiming for, Tristan Thompson and Anderson Varejao, they're each averaging less than a block per game. And the other guy, Kevin Love, always known for his defense, right? He's averaging less than half a block per game. So, what does this mean? Essentially, the Cavs' best defensive unit has a 35-year-old Brendan Haywood on the team. Sounds like championship quality to me. Another thing, your rival has pissed off Dion Waiters. The most alienatable hothead on the Cleveland Cavaliers has now gone from starter to bench player to backup bench player in a span of 4 months, 3 months. In that time frame, Waiters called himself and Kyrie Irving the best backcourt in the league, and LeBron James named Waiters in his letter as one of the great young players on the Cavs. Well, now he's been double demoted, and pretty fair to say he will explode. Now, once the Cavs pick up the pieces of Dion Waiters off the floor, reconstruct him, they will probably have to trade him because of this. And that might not be so bad. Here's one player the Cavs could get that would help solve their problems. You ready? Wait for it, alright? Bismack Biyombo. Yeah, there he is. Bismack. Now, okay, before you ask yourself, what is this guy saying, or maybe click out of the video, let me just say this, alright? One stat, just a single stat, but it'll help explain my line of thinking. Bismack Biyombo is leading the league in blocks per 48 minutes. So yeah, take that. Let's do the math. If the midseason equation for the Cavs went Allen plus rim protector minus Waiters, they'd be much better off. Would it equal a championship? Maybe. Cleveland is 12th in the league right now in 3-point field goal attempts. Allen would get him in the top 10. That is where a championship team belongs. Let's go back to our handy-dandy map there. Go over to Chicago. This might be the scariest team in the league if Allen decides to go there. Honestly, he would make this team so much more dangerous. They're that classic one vet away from a ship team. There's no vet more perfect than him right now. Not only would he add another 3-point shooter to the team to give them 4 perimeter shooters, but he would also lessen the load of the overused Jimmy Butler. We get it, Thibodeau. You think restricting players' minutes is baloney, but you're killing Jimmy Butler. You're killing him by playing him 40 minutes a game. Oh, and just to hammer down your point, you're playing Pau Gasol 35 minutes a game. Let me rephrase that. You're playing a 34-year-old Pau Gasol 35 minutes a game. Okay? We understand it. You're a great coach. but rip a page out of Greg Popovich's handbook and give your players some rest. Allen would also give the Bulls the ability to play with the 2 and the 3 in some interesting ways. Their best lineup would be Rose, Allen, and Butler on the floor at one time, but they could also go small with Brooks, Rose, and Allen. So let's go back to the math here. Rest for Butler plus another headache for the opposing defense to worry about equals Chicago playing in the finals. They already have the best front court in the league. They add Allen, they'll have a deep and deadly backcourt as well. If Derrick Rose starts picking it up, which honestly we don't know at this point if he can, but if he does, this team could easily win a ship in June.